And perhaps the natural next question is, like, where are these things coming from? We're receiving these ideas. Where are the ideas coming from? But the truth is, I don't know. I don't know. Any attempt at a helpful explanation passes over my main point here, which is simply that we all know this experience of receiving. And if we think about it, and think about it in the original sense, then we probably also know how decisive these experiences can be for shaping our lives and our projects and the world. And I really think it's a load-bearing phenomenon. So the technical term of art for this mode of thinking is originary thinking. Not original thinking, that's what it looks like sometimes, but originary thinking. Thinking near the origin. The word origin comes from the Latin root oriri, which means arising, ascending, and appearing. And it's also where we get the term orientation, which originally meant to face east in the direction of the rising, ascending, appearing sun. Oriri also grounds the Latin term origo, which means beginning, source, and birth. So this originary thinking experience, it's a birthplace, it's a wellspring, and it's a beginning. And all great poets know this as the ground of the poetic act. Originary thinking grounds the poetic act. Same with artists and writers and any genuinely original thinker, right? The ancient Greek term up here, poesis, this is where we get the word poets and poetry and poetic and poesy. Directly, this means the process of emergence of something that did not previously exist. Yeah, I suspect that the most world-changing projects are engaging in originary thinking and poesis, whether or not they use these terms at all. These are special terms. But in fact, I would go so far as to suggest that all of the most world-changing projects are those that create the preconditions for other people to do both of these. One, to embark on an exploration of originary thinking, and two, to return with something poetic to show for it. I'm incredibly lucky to know a few of those projects that do both of those things. And I'll close this talk by telling you a little more about one of them that I know really well. And that project is the Long Now Foundation. The Long Now Foundation is where I spent the better part of the last decade, directing strategy, directing development, and a lot more. It's a nonprofit based in San Francisco that aims to foster long-term thinking in the framework of the next and last 10,000 years. So it's a very expansive time frame, and that 20,000-year period is where the name comes from, the name Long Now. This year, I started developing an untitled new project at Long Now that focuses on the thinking part of long-term thinking, thinking in this originary sense that we've been talking about today. It's being sketched up in something like stealth mode at the moment, but now that I've told you all a bit about the main thesis, I'm hoping you might help me find whoever I need to meet to make this project as good as it possibly can be. I'm going to draw together two very different worlds with this project. One of these worlds is composed of philosophers and poets and artists who are expert in contemplative, originary modes of thinking. And the other world is composed of technologists and investors and philanthropists who are engaged in some of the most thought-provoking work that I can imagine. I really think these two worlds are very complementary, and they need to spend more time together. That's my claim. And I think this work in this combining of worlds could end up creating the scenius that I've always wanted to see.